Keyboard Exchange International.
Hi folks, Jim Huss speaking with you here from Keyboard Exchange International Showroom in sunny Sanford, Florida. Today I'm playing on number 523. It's a Keyboard Exchange International reference number. And Rodney on camera has been showing you a little bit around the showroom to let you know we have plenty of inventory in stock. Few of the organs that you see here have already been sold. They're getting ready to be loaded in our van next week and delivered to places like Virginia, North Carolina, parts north, far from Florida, but we'll deliver an organ literally anywhere in the world. If we don't deliver it ourselves, we've had 54 years to make great connections with shipping companies, so we've shipped literally thousands of organs to Europe and fewer numbers to places like Japan and South America and other faraway places. The point being, these shipping companies have all the right connections and they tell us what we need to do. We need to build special wooden crates with heat-treated wood that is very difficult to find, but we've eliminated all the complexities with our experience. So regardless of where you are in the world, we can make something good happen if you want one of these organs. Get in touch with us by email, tell us where you are, and more importantly, tell us what you want, regardless of your location. Listen to our videos and tell us which numbers, which company reference numbers you liked the sound of the best. Because once we know what you like, then we'll go and we'll determine the year of the organs that you heard and liked, and we will know what to recommend for you. Now, the Hammond B3 organs were made over a 20-year period from 1955 to 1974, and there were three distinct eras of tone, and it has to do with the parts they used and some refinements they developed over the course of that 20-year manufacturing cycle, and we've figured all that stuff out. So you tell us, do you want a really bright sound? Or if you tell us you like certain organs that are from the late 50s, we'll know you like that rich, slightly more mellow sound from the late 50s, and if you like that sound from the early 60s because of the sweet vibrato, we'll be able to determine the year of organ that we should recommend for you based on what you tell us. You've listened to our organs, you like number 523, you like number 462. Once we have a list of 4 or 5 organs that you like, we'll go back and listen to our own YouTube videos, determine the years of manufacture, and then we'll actually show you other organs that we have in stock. Now, this one is a real beauty from 1959. And it came to us in pretty excellent condition, but we detailed it. We sent it through our electronic shop and did a lot of work. Basically replaced as many as 100 parts that are known to lose values over 50 or 60 years. So we're trying to get a 50 or 60-year-old organ ready for the next 50 or 60 years. Even adding certain features to these organs that the factory didn't offer. Grounding, fusing, outputs so you can plug the organ into a bass guitar amp for a superior bass, or subwoofers in your PA system. There's a lot of cool things we've learned over the years, having sold thousands of these organs. Now, you might ask, where do we get all these organs? Well, every time we talk to somebody on the phone that owns one, we say, look, if someday you want to sell your family heirloom, please, 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 give us a call, give us the opportunity to make you an offer on it. We would like to get the organ and find a new home for it. That's kind of our specialty, finding good homes for these instruments. Now, sometimes we get organs that need to be restored, and we're happy to do that work for customers also. And sometimes we get trade-in organs, or even organs that we purchase that are not in good condition. When that happens, we'll be able to offer our customers a special lower price after we send them out to be refinished. Now, these are 3 examples of B3s that we obtained either through a trade-in or a purchase, and they were not in good condition. We didn't want to sell them the way they looked. So we take it all apart, we get it refinished to look beautiful. A lot of times cabinet work has to be done, parts replaced, but the refinishing work is quite nice, and we're proud of it. This particular cabinet in the middle is kind of unique in that it's brand new. It's custom made by the Amish people in Pennsylvania or Ohio. For a period of time they were building reproduction B3 cabinets. So we got this case when we bought one of these organs that we believe was used in the Allman Brothers group, one of Greg Allman's first B3s. That's what we believe, that's what we've been told. We can't exactly verify that with any written information, but the story seems logical based on all the research we've done. And we're not charging extra for the organ because it was one of Greg Allman's organs. We're just letting people know it has an interesting history. So because it came to us in kind of rough condition, we felt we wanted it to look almost like new again, and now we'll be careful with the parts we select to put back in there. And that's the story of these 3 cases. Now, there's an organ over here, number 544. This organ was right on the edge of needing refinishing. But we got it playing, and it sounds really good now, but it's got some furniture imperfections. This is a great example of an instrument that can be sold at a discounted price because the furniture is not perfect. We can provide nearly perfect furniture, but we would rather not refinish everything as long as it's presentable and complete, relatively complete and original. We would rather sell it, let the scratches remain. We're not looking to be perfectionists on every instrument as long as it's playing correctly. Then when we get an organ that is really well kept, beautiful in fact, and before we send it into our electronic shop, we do an extensive hand rubbing detailing. And when it comes out of the detailing department, we cover it up with plastic to keep it looking really, really pretty. And then when we take this off, you'll see it's like a brand new piece of furniture. It's as nice as the finest piece of furniture that I might have in my home. And some of you might have some beautiful furniture in your home that you're fond of, but I'd be proud to have this in my living room. It's just beautiful, and we want to keep it that way, and then send it into the electronic shop. Now you'll see these numbers on every organ. They are company reference numbers. It's not a factory serial number, but from the factory serial number, we are able to determine the year of manufacture. So when you are in the market for an organ for your home, studio or church, let us know what you like. You like the sound of number 533 or 536 or 523. With that information, we'll know what years of manufacture you prefer. We can figure that out together. And then you can tell us, do you really want the furniture to be perfect or close to perfect, or you don't mind a few scratches as long as you can save thousands of dollars? Because if we can help you save money, we're happy to do that. And it also saves us money by not having to take everything apart, put it back together, just to have it refinished. So what I'd like to do is take a walk through our electronic shop, just show you around a little bit. The technicians are out doing some service call work here locally and picking up another organ. That will be a budget-friendly instrument when it gets back here. We've actually gotten quite a few trade-ins. Some of them were even organs we had previously sold, and the people wanted to sell it back to us, which we were happy to get something that we had already worked on in the past. Point being, some of these organs are rather expensive, but still a great value, especially when you compare it to something comparable that's brand new. These vintage organs that have been well kept, maybe came from the home of the original owner, are still less expensive after we've done our restoration work than something brand new. And many musicians can't find any new instrument that compares to a vintage organ that is properly restored. So let's take a little break. I'll meet you in the electronic shop, and we'll talk some more about what we do. We're not just here selling organs. We don't call a factory and get the organ sent to us. We have to find every organ. We have to restore every organ. And then we have to find a new and good home for it. So that's what we do. We've been doing it for 54 years. We're getting a lot of good practice. We're ready for you, and we hope to earn your business. Thanks for listening, but stay tuned. I'll meet you in the electronic shop. There's nothing fancy about a working Hammond organ restoration shop. There's usually 2 or 3 men in here working. They do great work. I come in here quite often to consult with them, see how they're doing, see what contribution I might be able to make to the restoration process. Together we make determinations. Do we want to use the existing parts in the organ? Do we want to put some new parts in, which we do anyway? Or do we want to replace certain parts with parts from a different organ to get the best possible outcome? Now, B3 right there that I'm pointing at has its keyboards removed for the purpose of bus bar cleaning. There are 18 bus rods in these keyboards, 9 per keyboard. Interesting enough, it corresponds directly to the 9 drawbars that you'll see on the keyboard settings. But there are these long metal strips inside here that is a contact strip. And it's best to take them out every 50 years or so, probably 25 years. Take them out, clean them thoroughly, lubricate them, put them back in. But the best way to do it is when they're out of the organ. Here's another instrument here that's the work in process. Actually, this organ has a kind of an interesting history because, like the custom case that was built by the Amish people that we showed you a little while ago, this is also a custom case that is quite beautiful, brand new. It was actually built in such a way that the weak parts on the organ were reinforced and made stronger than the factory even made. But because it's not a factory-produced organ, we'll be selling it at a discount. The factory-produced organs demand the premium in terms of price. This is going to be a top-of-the-line, budget-friendly instrument when it's all said and done. It's going to sound great, it's going to look great, be very presentable, but it's the case itself, the factory did not manufacture. So we'll have two with kind of like brand new reproduction cases that we can offer at discounted prices. And then there are quite a few other factory-produced Hammond B3 organs in the building. A C3, by the way, will give you the same sound, but it has a different furniture style. So we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap it up for now, and I thank you for your time and attention. We've got hundreds, almost 900 videos, so if you're really interested in this subject, watch as many as you would like, but make a little note on which ones you like the best in terms of the way they sound, and you might even choose a year of your preference because maybe that was the year you were born, or you have a special affection for 1959 because you have a 1959 Corvette, and all the stuff you buy, you might want to buy from the same year. I've spoken with people that like to do things like that, so, and I think it's really cool, but we can cooperate and help you and facilitate all that, make it happen. So Jim Huss speaking with you from the electronic shop here at Keyboard Exchange International, while the technicians are out doing other projects. But it's a good time not to interrupt their work and just kind of show you around. So thanks for your time and attention, and let us know if we can supply you with a B3. Everybody should have a B3 in their life, maybe more than one. Our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond tone wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you, and it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.